Welcome to another video, guys. So today I'm in the heart of the Yorkshire Dales. So I set off at 5 o'clock this morning from my home. Took an hour and a half to drive here, which was quite pleasant at that time of the morning. Not much traffic around, and got here about 6:30. And it's currently now 10 o'clock in the morning. So I've been out walking around. The idea today is just to find what wildlife I can. It's just nice to get out and sort of find your own wildlife, go to places and start scouting out and exploring and investigating potential for getting some great pictures and, you know, having that one-to-one with some wildlife. So yes, I've had a walk round and I'm now currently up on the tops. Not seen too much so far, but my aim really, what I really want to do is find some little owls. That's what I want to find, and they are quite common, should I say, here in Yorkshire. You've just got to find them. So that's my plan. I did go down to a location this morning to have a look where the peregrine falcons have nested, for the last few years. But this year, no sign at all. Nothing. The nest is dry and abandoned, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, I know they did nest on the opposite side last year, so I am going to be heading back that way, back to the car later on this afternoon or this evening. So I will have another look, but yeah, from the looks of it, there's no peregrine falcons there. But anyway, let's crack on. Let's go and find some wildlife and have a fantastic day out in the Yorkshire Dales. So I'm currently just sat looking down into a bit of a gorge here with sort of rocks, cliff face and crags opposite me, and perfect sort of location for little owls, birds of prey, peregrine falcons, kestrels, perhaps, and such like to be nesting in. But absolutely quiet. You can see where birds have nested prior, or looks like where they've nested prior, but there's nothing in there today at all. I'll turn it around so you can see. So yeah, so this is the crag across here, and we've got plenty of potential little spots in there, but there's nothing nesting. I've had a look through my thermal imaging camera as well, and there's no hot spots at all. Anyway, I'm going to walk up just a bit further up here and have a look around the other side and head right over to that crag over there and see if there's anything over there. So yeah, let's get a bite to eat first, I think, and a drink. What time are we on now? 10 to 11. What I might do as well is try and photograph some of these skylarks if I can, and then get a bit further over and then get down into the grass and see if I can catch some of these skylarks taking off, because there's plenty of them around today, that's for sure. I'll tell you something as well, I've seen an awful lot of sparrows when I was down parking the car this morning. Loads of sparrows. I've never seen so many sparrows. The sound of birds and running water. What more would you want? Anyway, let's get something to eat. So I've been walking now for about 3 or 4 miles, not seeing a great deal, seen a few little birds and that, but I'm going to make my way over now into these fields behind me and to a couple of old barns and stone walls, and I'm hoping that I might get to see a tiny owl over there somewhere. Fingers crossed, but no, I just wanted to stop for a second. I'm walking along this road here and there's an old gentleman, I don't know if you could see him, sort of way over there, and he must be what, 70, 80 years old at least, and he's doing this dry stone walling, which is a lost art, to be honest with you. You know, the way they built these walls was just amazing, and I can see that they've done all this stretch of stone wall here, and the way in which it's done is absolutely fantastic. Because I know that when they do the dry stone walls, they sort of do 2 layers and fill the middle full of little rocks, and then put sort of capping stones or stones across the top of it, which they've still got to do. You can see the stones that they've got piles of here ready to go on the top. But if we just have a look in here, we can see all the little stones that they've got in the middle with these 2 on either side of them. Now that must just take absolutely ages to do that. But no, what a fantastic little job that is. Just takes a lot of patience, a lot of skill and a lot of time. And you think about the labour that must have gone in to all these fields for hundreds of miles with thousands of miles of stone walls. As far as the eye can see, the man hours and the labour, just uncomprehendable, absolutely. You know, not just a matter of picking stones up from the field, but also taking them all the way up there with horse and cart and building them. Truly amazing. Anyway, I need to find a seat because I really do want to sit down and just rest my feet. So yeah, so I'm going to head over that way and hopefully get to see a tiny owl. That's what I'm hoping for. It is now 1:30. Oh, another 5 or so hours. I could be lucky. Let's go find one. Well, what a fantastic day it has turned out to be today. Came out looking for the tiny owls, and as time went on, as lunchtime passed, I was having my doubts, but eventually I found a tiny owl. Managed to spend probably around 40 minutes just watching it flying from one wall to another. Absolutely fantastic to watch. I don't think it was anywhere near its nest. I think the nest was somewhere else. I think it was just looking for food and flying around a couple of fields. I sort of looked down and looked up again and it was gone and it never came back. So, but no, it was really good to see. An area that I will be coming back to hopefully. Now, as I was coming back down the cliffs here, speaking to a couple of locals, and they were saying that they hadn't seen the peregrine falcon either. It looked like there was no signs of it, and people were agreeing that there was no signs of the peregrine falcon. Anyway, as I was just heading, as I came all the way down and just about to get on the path to get back to the car, I heard a sound. I thought it was coming from the trees. I had a look around, couldn't see it anywhere. Got my app out and heard the peregrine falcon sound, and confirmed that what I heard was a peregrine falcon. And lo and behold, I played the app sound on my phone quite loudly, and the peregrine falcon then called back, whether it called back to the phone or I heard it calling from the cliffs. And I've managed to get a little bit of video and a couple of pictures, but it is so far away, and I wouldn't mind, but I was just up there, and there's no way I'm going all the way back up with my knee in blister on my toe. But no, it's good to see that the peregrine falcons are still here, which is good. I don't know if they've got any young. Like I say, all I could see was that the male peregrine falcon, but yeah, he's just sitting right up on the cliffs and in a slightly different spot to where they were last year. But good to see, and a great end to a fantastic day out. So I'm off to a local place tomorrow to apparently see some tawny owls, literally 5 miles away from me. Great day out, and I will see you all on the next video.